seen up by now, there is a body of water around me, and it's my pool. It's currently very, very hot in Perth, even though it is the evening. It's still well into 30 degrees and I'm sweltering. And so I thought tonight I could do something a bit different. I've been wanting to make sure I keep everyone sort of, interested and engaged. And today we're going to do our qigong in the pool. And I've kind of done some qigong in the pool, but I've never taught from the pool. So here I am teaching in the pool. And we're going to do, since we're in the water, since it is a hot day and it is the middle of summer, we're going to work with the water element, and we're going to work with, making sure that the water part of our cells is balanced, and that we have beautiful flow. So I'm going to attempt to do couple of practices this evening which align with the water element. So in Qigong, the water element is the bladder and the kidneys. So we are going to be doing a bladder Qigong and a kidney Qigong live from my pool. It's going to be fun, I hope. So why don't we just get started? So we're going to find our nice posture. Nicely balanced. This is as low as I could bring down the camera, unfortunately, so hopefully you can see everything. My hands are kind of a little bit, they should be probably down here in the water, so that's actually going to be quite nice. So if you're in a pool, if you've got access to a pool, jump in, I say, or a body of water, and give it a go. It's really nice doing qigong in the water because you're finding that flow. And your body doesn't hurt, your body is gently supported by the water around you. So we're going to start by just rocking forward, breathing in, wrapping our hands around this big barrel of water in front of us, and then drawing the hands back towards us. So we're going to do that a few times. So breathe in, rock forward, hands come around, and at this point they're facing away, but they're going to start to transition so that they're pointing down towards the lower dantian. And a thing to note in Qigong practice is that we are trying to, balance all parts of ourselves. So we're balancing, the elements, which are the organs, and we are... Oh my God, I've totally lost my train of thought. But with the yin and yang. So yin and yang is, yin and yang is the balance within everything. So we are trying to find that equilibrium in all of our movements. So it's very important that we're not just, we're not just doing this. We're actually, the hands are transitioning from a yin to a yang state. So if you can imagine, this is yin, the opposite of that is going to be palm up or palm away. So if it's palm up, that's yang, palm down, that's your yin. So we want to make sure that we're not just doing a movement and keeping the hands in kind of that static position. We're really thinking about using the whole motion that the hand can do as we're breathing in and wrapping our hands around the qua. I've got all sorts of random stuff around here, so don't mind if you see things floating by. So breathing in, rocking forward, wrapping arms around the cauldron of water, and then breath out, rocking back, hands come back down to lower dantian. So with the kidney qigong that I'm going to teach you, it's grasp the qi to firm the will. And we have done this one before if you've been playing along at home. It's the one where we come above our heads and then we come back down, and we do a nice stamp with that. And the really good thing about doing it in the water here is that, it does require some balance. So it's actually a lot easier to just come into a balance in the water. So it's less stress on the lower body. So really nice if you need a gentle sort of upper body workout with not as much impact on the lower. So we're going to start with our hands One hand is going to be in a fist, and the other hand is going to hold it, and it's going to be kind of down our lower dantian. And we're going to breathe in, and the hands will separate, and the hand that has a fist, so in this situation, it's my right, it's your, probably looking at my left. We're going to bring our weight over fully to that side where the fist is, and this hand is going to separate, and the knee is going to come up like this, and then the hand is going to end up above the head, and that one will then become the fist, and this hand will come up to grab it. So if you've got all of that, we're starting this hand in a fist, this hand catches it, this leg over here is the one we come to balance on, and the other one is the one that comes up. So the hands separate, the leg comes up, hand, oh, I've just lost my balance, hands come to above the head, this one becomes a fist, and then we bring it back down and we make a nice stamp, and we say that noise. That is the noise for the kidneys. 3 breaths here. We're coming back into our posture, and it's easy to come out of that hip width stance during this practice because we are coming off the floor. So it's important to kind of work on coming back down, you know, estimating where your hip width is going to be so that there's not too many adjustments needed when you come back to your posture. So when you've done your 3 breaths, we're going to swap sides. So we're going to come, the fist is this hand now. We're going to come all the way over to that side. It's my left, and the right leg is going to come up. This one will come above my head, and that will become the fist, and this hand is going to then grab it. So breathing in, hands separate, and it's a lot harder. I thought it would be really easy balancing in the pool, but when I make that movement, it sets me into a little bit of a wiggle, which then I get unbalanced from. So 3 breaths here. And this hand, the fist should be kind of sitting on top of your pubic bone, with the other hand cupping it, so that's kind of resting against the top edge of it. And breath in. Beautiful. It's so much easier when I don't have to explain through it. So when I'm explaining through it, I lose my composure a little bit. Then when I'm practicing it, it's perfect. So 3 breaths here, and we're doing that gentle rocking backwards and forwards. And then we're going to separate the hands again. This hand becomes a fist. Stamping down. I don't get as much of a nice reverberation from that stamp because of the water, but that's cool. Continue your breathing. And now I'm really able to tune into the sound of the water around me, tune into that water element, and bringing the hands open again. Really sending water through the body, flushing everything out, clearing away the waste. These are the processes of the bladder and the kidneys. We're filtering. We've also got the adrenal gland on top of the kidneys, and I'm pretty sure it produces cortisol. Don't quote me on that. I'm rustily trying to remember my uni days, my human biology, but I'm pretty sure that's what it does. And we are really trying to flush the body of cortisol, because cortisol is what is activated in the flight and fight response, and too much of that can send you into an adrenal overdrive, and you end up with adrenal fatigue and you're unable to function. That doesn't sound pleasant. So breathing in, coming across, weight goes over to the left, make the fist come down. Ha! Nice big splash there. And we are going to let the hands gently separate, coming back to starting position, and we're going to move into the Bladder Qigong. So the Bladder Qigong is, we're going to do some squats with this one. So we're going to squat down, and that's going to be interesting for me, but it's going to be nice because what we're going to do, we squat all the way down and we bring this barrel of water or bowl of water up in front of us, and then we bring the arms up over the body. So it's almost like we're pouring that water over ourselves. The arms open. Wait, let me do it. Oh my God, I'm totally lost my train of thought doing this. Comes like this. And we flick off. That's what we do. Flick off and we come back around to the back. The hands are resting over the kidneys on the back. And then the hands slide down the back of the body. And I can't get down there without probably getting a face full of water, but we're just going to come over to the knees then, and we're going to come across the knees and draw the hands. Okay, so nice squat. We bring the bowl of water up, over the head, arms separate, we flick off, hands come to rest over the kidneys, and we're going to do 3 breaths here. We're going to rock forwards and back. Third breath, and then the hands slide down the back and over, and we're going to scoop and grab another big bowl in that squat. So I hope you can see that. Oh my God, I feel like such a knob at the moment, but that's okay. Coming up over the head, arms separate, flicking off and around to the back. It's not quite worked out the way I wanted it to in the pool because I can't get quite down to that squat, but we're coming down. When we come down off the back of the legs, we come around to the front, we take a scoop and we start to bring up that bowl of water all the way down, sort of from the front, from the bottom of the feet. So we scoop it, bring the arms up, over the head, arms separate, flicking off, and we come around to the back for those 3 breaths. So let's give it a go and see how we go this time. So breathing in and out, we do our nice 3 breaths here. And then we slide our hands down over the backs of the legs, around the front. We make a nice, in our squat, we do a nice big scoop. We bring that up with our hands together and our arms come together, up over the head, arms open, flick off and around to the back again. So this is our Bladder Qigong, which is a lot more complicated in the pool, but quite fun. I feel a bit silly at the moment, but I hope that you're having a laugh at home and enjoying my antics. Qigong in the pool. Qigong's actually, it's a really amazing practice to do, just free form, you know, if you're in the pool, to do some of those movements that we've talked about in the past. So even some of these nice scooping movements, anything where we're working with the upper body because we're not having to go sort of down lower, so we can do lots of nice lung and large intestine, and we can even do the stomach and the heart and the pericardium. They're all up here. We can do them all in the pool and just get that sense of being more in flow, allowing the water to gently move you and gently support you whilst you're doing your practice. And even our Shan Zhuan, we can stand here and really tune into that water element, allow our bodies to be nourished by the water, by that flow, and just really connect with the elements and connect with what that resonates, how that resonates in your body. Perhaps you have a history of stuff related to the bladder and the kidneys and kidney infections or UTIs or things like that. So, we can do these practices which are moving the qi, moving any stagnation in the body, and then we're bringing in that focus of, visualizing the flow coming through and feeling that movement through our body, flushing out those things causing the UTIs, flushing out, clearing through the emotions that are linked to, anything that may then manifest in the physical in the body. So, have a nice play with it. Connect with the element. We're in the water right now, but if you are wanting to connect with the earth, you can certainly be out on the earth, connect with the tree element, do some beautiful hugging tree poses. The fire element, that's really nice to do in the sunshine. It's something that I do right before I see my massage clients. I'm always out on the deck getting the morning sun, doing my Qi Gong, and really connecting into the heart and the small intestine with that practice. Also the pericardium and the triple burner. They're all related to the fire element. So I hope you have enjoyed this evening's presentation from the pool in my backyard in Thornley. I feel super bogan, but this is me, this is real, and I hope that you've enjoyed my Qigong for this evening. Drop a like. I don't know if you can comment. I'm not great with tech, but my son's going to help me. So you can also like me on Facebook, Karinya Qigong, and you can catch live classes down at the park in Thornley Sunday mornings at 9 a.m. with a beautiful sound healing that accompanies that. So I hope that you have a beautiful evening and you get something out of this little Qigong video. Watch my others. There's lots of fun little things through there that are really simple to just start to integrate into your life, to have a better somatic awareness of your body, your body's functions, and where things are at, being in tune and being proactive rather than reactive when we start to have long-standing stagnation and things like that. We start to have disease. So we are acting in a very proactive fashion to make sure we keep our bodies healthy and strong and powerful. It is our vessel for the work that we are here to do. And I want my work to be long and fabulous with lots of sparkles and some glitter. So have a beautiful evening. Peace.